With a painter's eye and a musician's soul, Linda creates ethereal portraits of women. Her signature style blends intricate patterns, vibrant colors, and whimsical architecture. Linda Manes Goodwin is an artist who celebrates the grace and confidence of the feminine spirit. Her paintings feature women adorned in exquisite dresses, their forms grounded and elegant. Influenced by her time in Italy, Linda's work is imbued with the grandeur of cathedrals and the richness of religious art. Her musical background is evident in the harmonious interplay of color, texture, and pattern. Linda's paintings are characterized by luminous color palettes, vibrant hues that draw the eye and evoke emotion. Intricate detail, elaborate patterns and textures that create a sense of depth and richness. Playful architecture, whimsical structures that add a touch of fantasy. Exquisite light, a soft, ethereal glow that illuminates her subjects. As Linda herself says, my figurative paintings are more poetry than realism. Oil on canvas, they are composed using an array of thickly layered color, texture, and pattern to form a rich, harmonious tableau evocative of the varied musical voices I was immersed in as a classical pianist.
Is the most challenging and I spend the most time is making the expression not too happy, not too sad, and very pensive, but pensive in a calm way.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So although hands are very, very challenging to paint, I always challenge myself because I think they are so expressive. So along with the faces, the hands usually has something to express. I don't think consciously about what I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean, I think, I want to put a painting like this, and this is what I want. But it's on a very intuitive level. I don't sit and think, I want to represent this kind of woman, and this is what I want to. It's just very intuitive. This is what I feel like painting. These are the colors I want. These are the shapes and the movement that I want. And so it is fascinating when you step back and say, what did I just create? Women, they are strong and confident, yet very feminine and graceful. I always make sure that they look very pensive and intelligent, that they're deep in thought. I am known for my patterns. I always put in lots of patterns. And I think that has to do with, I started playing the piano when I was 6 years old, and there are all these voices, and I had to make each one its own unique voice and yet to blend together harmoniously. So I think I like to live in just this very, very rich world with all these different statements. I grew up with two sisters. My mother was a model before she raised us, and my grandmother was eccentric. She had a shop on a ship and traveled around the world. So I love women. I love women who are strong, and yet they're also very, very graceful and love being feminine. And I think these women are a representation of that, and probably also a representation of me. That's so amazing. I am known for these beautiful dresses that I create, but very much like a pear in a still life. It's not that the artists love the pears, it's just a vehicle to show how they want to express color and texture and light. So for me, that's what these dresses are. They're just an excuse to make a beautiful, splendid array of patterns and colors. Was kind of looking, but
oh, right. Yeah, some of them, for example, this one just draws the attention of the viewer to the outside of the frame. This one has a very kind of innocent look, and yeah, it's hard to read their emotions.
So this one, the reason I made it more bare is I had done this pencil drawing. And honestly, the face was so beautiful, if I may say myself. It's like I didn't want to overwork it. I didn't want to overdo it. It's like it was just there. Sometimes it's just with the one taking flight. It's another one. Let's see. This one, the face just happened. It just happened. It just was like, that's it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I love that one that you have kind of, you can see the traces of the pencil on the face.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the traces of the pencil. I think it just draws people attention more towards the labor behind the work. And since we are now more digitalized and
I came to a point where I made a very generic face. And I said, I don't want to make generic faces. I want my faces to have personality and for the people to have history. So my challenge here was 4 different personalities, 4 different skin tones, 4 different hair types. And these are like a group of girls, and nobody, when you hang out with your friends, none of you are exactly alike. So that was my challenge here. It's called Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
oh, of course.
Concerto in A. And it's named that because at the time I was playing the Mozart clarinet concerto with my son, who is also a musician. And I did Spark at the same time, but this is a cool one, and it reminded me very much of Mozart. Queen of Heart, and I created when there started to be quite a lot of political violence. And I said to myself, you know, there are beautiful, kind people full of grace, and I want to represent that. So she is the Queen of Heart. I'm happy. I feel happy in here.
Right.
And I think that's because my women are very calm. And even if they're not smiling, they're very grounded.